Let me try that again, because my sound fucked up. But I'm just doing some research on some stuff, because that's what I have to do, because I'm waiting for experts. We all know the fucking story, Shannon, shut up. Okay. Incarnation is protein synthesis. Alright? So, DNA is transcribed into RNA, which is translated into a protein. So, the Father, the Son, and the Holy Ghost. The Holy Ghost, it's the Holy Ghost, the Father, and the Son, because the Holy Ghost comes first. That's fucking the chicken or the egg. I don't know how that. Ooh, that's how that ties in. That's a story for another day. Alright, plonk point, come back. So, the Holy Ghost is the DNA. The Father is the RNA, and the Son is the protein. Okay? So, because anyone in the spiritual realm will tell you, or anyone tapped in, or any spiritual people, however you want to fucking word it. This is the problem. I love my morning hair. The problem with, and my legendary friend Daniel described it perfectly, and now I fucking forgot what he described. Fuck. That's a good start. Hold that thought. Yeah, no, that one went to the fucking cloud. We'll get that back another day. Basically, because we are two consciousnesses, there's two disciplines, two consciousnesses. We are a DNA, message, instructions, and we are the protein that the physical body, alright? And so when we incarnate, that when we describe incarnation, we are just describing the RNA turning into protein through protein synthesis. So because nothing can be made, everything, oh my god, hold that fucking thought. Okay, spiritual people will describe that we are spiritual beings having a physical experience, and that we are the universe experiencing itself, which is correct. But what that actually means is on a quantum level. So quantum physics is describing biology because it's viewing the biology, and biology is describing quantum physics because it's viewing whatever I just said. Sorry, I got distracted. So basically, the Holy Ghost, the Father and the Son, because that's the order it goes in, is DNA, the Holy Ghost, transcribing into RNA, the Father, which is then translated into protein, which is the Son. And so even then, it doesn't magic up a protein out of nothing. It starts as amino acids, and then so there it creates an amino acid chain, which then forms into a protein. So you can't pull blood from a rock, is what, excuse me. Everything, that's why when the world started trying to profit, everything went wrong, because there is no profiting in this existence. It's all exchange. One thing becomes another. It's all recycling, okay? So the Holy Trinity is non-tangible, and oh man, this is so hard to explain. Basically, because we're always describing what we're viewing. So that's the whole Alright, so you've got the black hole, and you've got, atom, is that what it is? Whatever it is. The quantum entanglement where one version is in the black hole and one version is out of the black hole. But they're looking at each other. They're describing each other, and that's why people are mirrors because biology is looking at quantum physics, thinking that we are the quantum physics. And quantum physics is viewing biology, thinking that we are biology. But we're both. And we're two consciousnesses. I need to listen to what I fucking rambled at already. Alright, so the Holy Ghost is antimatter. The Father, so the Holy Ghost is DNA, that's the antimatter. RNA is the Father, which is the black hole, which a black hole, I'm assuming, is the ribosome, which is like the little fucking factory in your body that translates RNA into protein. And the protein is matter. So the DNA, so maybe it's not so much that the 8.3% are the DNA and the 91.7% are RNA. I think I've got to shift one down. So the Holy Ghost, the DNA is what was. The DNA is the instructions. Oops, just knocked my lid off. The DNA is the instructions, right? The DNA, okay, I don't know if you remember my video describing, basically, the DNA is Mary's DNA and Jesus' DNA merging together. They're the two consciousnesses, the two disciplines. That's the antimatter, right? So the 8.3% are the RNA and the 91.7% are the protein. So the Holy Ghost, the Father and the Son, is antimatter. It's the fucking black hole and it's the matter. So that's why the 91.7%, their realities are reliant on whatever the RNA, which is the chosen ones, the 8.3%, whatever they view as to be real is what sets reality for the 91.7%, which are the proteins. I mean, look, it's complicated, but hopefully you get my fucking drift. Oh, okay. So I was looking at ATP synthase earlier, so don't try whatever. So, gotcha. Alright. So the mitochondria is the chromosomes that came from Mary Magdalene, and the chloroplast is the chromosomes that came from Jesus, right? And so then they paired up and became the sets of chromosomes that made Sarah Rose. But because there's so many gene mutations, there were so many, because that's why it's, okay, oh my god, okay. So the chloroplast is the truth. And then the oh no. No. Oh, this is so hard to explain. Hang on. I'm gonna have to do some more research, but basically, if you were born a male, so the XY chromosome, you are come on, words. You are the protein that has two hydrogen bonds. And then if you were born a female, because the eggs in your ovaries were developed at the same time as you did in your mum's womb, you have 3 hydrogen bonds. Okay? So that's the G sharp and the F sharp. That's the sharp versus the flat, because female. Okay, so if you're born with the XX chromosome, you have, on a protein level, you need 3 bonds to stick together. And if you were born with the XY chromosome, you have a flat surface. You only need 2 of the hydrogen bonds to stick together. Alright, I'm going to leave it there because that just opened a whole new area of research. But I'm willing to do it because the world needs to fucking get better. Alright, I will be back. This is part 1 of... What am I going to call this one? This is going to be called Matter vs. Antimatter, part 1. Stay tuned for part 2.